Welcome to this episode of Internet Video Tips with online video specialist Pat Altvader. I was at an event last evening in Columbus, Ohio, the 2013 launch party for the women's book, Taking Big Leaps edition. Arianna Huffington of the Huffington Post was the keynote speaker. She made 3 really important points about taking big leaps, but today I'm going to focus on her point about not attempting to be perfect, about giving up being afraid of making mistakes or being rejected. She shared a story of her daughter who took her name off the wait list for Yale. And why? Because she didn't want to be rejected. That reminded me of a time when I was much, much younger, many decades ago, and I was moving to a new small town in northern Michigan. I interviewed for a job with a small CPA firm, and when I left the interview, I had the feeling that I might not get the job. So what did I do? Instead of waiting to hear back from them, the next day I called them and said I didn't want the job. And why? At the time, I wasn't self-aware enough to know why. And lucky for me, it all worked out because what I did do turned out to be a much better opportunity. But I made that call because I didn't want to be rejected. I didn't want to move to a new small town having been rejected by people in that town. Because being rejected means you aren't good enough. And if you aren't good enough, no one will like or love you. And then what's to become of you, right? Perfectionists are experts at sabotaging ourselves, aren't we? So why am I, the content video expert, talking about this? Because I see perfectionist behavior all the time. It takes one to know one, right? So if you've been hearing from your webmaster or other internet or marketing gurus that you need to create some videos, or if I've been telling you that and you're hesitating, ask yourself why. Are you afraid of being perfect? Not having enough knowledge, not having a perfect website ready to capture leads, not looking perfect? Dig deep and figure out the real reason why. Are you afraid that you're not good enough, of being judged or being rejected? So if you're resonating with what I'm saying, I'd like to share a tip with you. Hopefully, so you don't take as long to see this as I did. Something you probably already heard, but take a minute and let it sink in. Are you ready? People accept and like or love people who are vulnerable and authentic, not those trying to appear perfect. And here's a bonus tip for you. When you allow yourself to be rejected, one of 2 things happens. You're either accepted or you have an opportunity to learn and grow. It's all good. The people that you believe have rejected you are probably not even thinking of it in the same way you are. The rejection and devastation that you're creating is probably just all in your mind. So step out of your comfort zone and do something that makes you feel vulnerable without having to wait until you believe everything is perfect. And if you're ready to get started using video to showcase your expertise, check out my website at afpmarketing.com. Don't worry, I'll be there to help you every step of the way. Thank you for watching this episode of Internet Video Tips with Pat Altvader. For more great information, visit Pat's website at afpmarketing.com. Also browse the other shows found here on this Biz TV Shows channel.